It's not the road that calls, just the sense of adventure, the freedom. The road is just a conduit. Hi, I'm Ryan, and in 2019 my wife Misty and I set out on a road trip planned for 3 months, a cross-country adventure to see and explore as much as possible.
Well. Today is the day. Numero 1, April 1st, the day we leave on our epic journey.
April 1st. Most people were joking. And 2 weeks earlier, I think most people thought I was joking when I put in my 2 weeks notice.
An 11-year career and doing a full withdrawal of my retirement. For many years, my wife and I, Misty, have had this dream of traveling the country for a few months. It started off wanting to sell the house and travel for a year. And we figured maybe that's a little stupid. Maybe we should just sell our nest egg. I can find my way through the trees.
We were prepared for the worst, but were definitely surprised when it all happened in the first week and a half. Blowouts, severe storms, hail, horrendous winds. It took us 5 days just to get to Colorado. The journey had to truly start here. If you know us, you know why Colorado is such an important place to us. Just suffice it to say, it's very important. It had to start here. 5 days in and we were ready. Pagosa Springs. We made it. Only problem was,
of course, in our poor planning, the one day we're here for the full day, pretty much everything's closed.
Too much snow. On to the next one. Durango. Perfect mountain town, perfect downtown. Problems? Of course.
Well, we're at a Ford dealership. And why is that? Because for a while now, whenever we turn left in the truck, we hear a kind of rubbing, grinding, scraping sound from the front right tire. Turns out we have to have both of our front hubs replaced. It's going to cost us about $900, give or take.
That wasn't the end of it, though. Our original plan was to go from Pagosa Springs to Durango and then up to Roary and Ridgway. The only problem with Roary and Ridgway in this hike is this semi-unexpected snowstorm. Roary and Ridgway were getting hit with about 8 to 10 inches of snow. Would have been awesome on my Jeep, but not towing a 26-foot travel trailer. We moved on, ready for that feeling to finally hit. We were, in fact, on our great adventure nearly 2 weeks in after all. The desert, Utah, the Lord Huron Song of States, Moab, the Jeep lover's wet dream. Problems in Utah? Only the beer laws.
So if you're a beer drinker, apparently the laws in this state of Utah are that you can't sell beer in a grocery store or a convenience store that's over 3.2%. You have to go to a brewery or an actual liquor store. So remember that when you're here in Utah buying beer.
Other than that, perfection. Hikes, arches, towers, more arches, canyons. We met this dude named Pat. I drove a motorcycle for the first time. We were finally in it, in the adventure we wanted. Miles and miles hiked, we felt like we were becoming one with the road and the trail. We were 3 weeks in now, let's keep this going. The miles started piling on. Further and further we got from home, the more free we felt. The sights, the sounds, the trails, the valleys, the highways, the canyons.
Holy shit. Holy shit. This is amazing. Yeah. This is the craziest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Dams, rivers, trees, bigger trees. We had already seen so much. What else is there? Yosemite. the most important stop to us. I love and dabble in rock climbing. The Mecca was coming up soon. Tommy Caldwell and Kevin Jorgensen first free climbed the Dawn Wall of Yosemite's El Cap, and Alex Honnold is the first and only person to free solo El Cap's route, freerider. He climbed 3,000 feet without a rope. Fucking madman. Yosemite or bust, we would say. If we couldn't get there, let's just tuck tail and go home. Well, we made it. California is a beautiful state, but traveling with a trailer attached to your truck is quite stressful. Yosemite is like a magical paradise in this hectic place. Time to head north, Oregon and Washington. We were already the furthest from home we'd ever been, so why not keep pushing it? We were Astoria bound, but along the way we had some adventures to be seen. Our travel legs were fully under us now, fully ready for anything that happened, ready to say yes to any idea of an adventure. 5 weeks in, still going strong. Astoria, the Goonies, haystacks, bridges, this column. Remember Pat? He recommended the column to us. He also recommended this barbecue joint to us. We had to oblige due to threat of physical harm.
We're at Smoke Bones, sucker. We came here
Looks
so you don't,
awesome.
so you don't chop my balls off.
And with that, we were officially in the Pacific Northwest. The green, the ocean clashing with the giant rock faces. It felt like a dream, a moody, mystical place. From Astoria, we went to Forks, Washington, further north to a rainforest. But this was just the beginning of the end. The thing about traveling the way we did, we call it shotgun travel. Destination after destination and no more than a few days to settle, is that you get exhausted very quickly. Hook up, tow, detach, set up, dump sewage, do it all over again. Make sure the cats don't get out, make sure the dog doesn't run off. These things over and over without any time to recoup can wear you down. We were becoming road weary, but that wasn't all. There was a more important reason. I quit my job. I had no income. We had savings and were definitely prepared for this. But in early 2019, there was a government shutdown that lasted about 5 weeks. This delayed a giant portion of money that was owed to me. Delayed it by about 2 months. And I was told I would get my money by a certain date. That date was about 2 weeks into the trip. Now I was being told that I wouldn't get this money for another month or so. This is the reason for shotgun travel. We had to cram an entire third month of traveling into about a month and 3 weeks, leaving us with just 1 week to get home from Washington to Nashville. This was the last sunrise of the trip, just outside of St. Louis. Relieving and depressing all at once. We'd be home that day. Just a few days ago we were here. But how do you go back to normal life after all that? How do you go back to the regular day-to-day grind? Well, the trick is, you don't. It's about keeping the journey alive, having something new to look forward to, making a new adventure as often as you can, but always remembering the one you had.